Hello, hello, hello. How are we all doing? Loading into the sim. Just waiting for the loading progress. It is a little bit longer than normal because of the mods that I've got for Train Sim World. I've got a fair few new mods actually. We've got some very exciting live stream today, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, welcome aboard. Fair few people saying that they're having crashes to desktop with this new Mildmay line for Xbox players, and people reporting no passengers loading onto the train and spawning inside the train and going on and off the trains. Yep, you're not alone there. I can confirm the only diagram like just emanated passengers on the platforms. So they go and release a route, and first time third party person does this route, but yet forgets the most important thing about a passenger route, and that's the fucking passengers. Like, seriously. You build a passenger route, but you don't include passengers. It just, once again, proves to me, to you, to everybody, the dovetail nothing but the cash cow. There we go. We got the button out. Yep. Dollar signs. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Cha-ching, cha-ching. My name's Snoop Dogg. Right. Okay. All right. We're ready to rock and roll. I need to do a new damn intro. I know that. There's the intro has disappeared. Disappeared out of the way. Let's get it up and running. Welcome aboard to the 211th midweek World of Trains. Let's fire her up. It's the Mildmay line special. And we have our first brand new uploaded video of the Mildmay that'll premiere on the YouTube channel around this time tomorrow, by the way, folks. So around 7 o'clock tomorrow night, you'll see our first uploaded video of gameplay from my first trip earlier today. I did take a fair few photos along the way, so just be aware of that. I did talk to you guys a little bit throughout that video as well. And I did say that the passengers are a problem. And for me, that's the only problem I have with the route. Everything else is pretty good. Frame rate's quite well. It's running, like I run on DX12 and custom engine settings, and like I've explained to you guys, since I've been using these particular custom inning settings that I'm using now, the sim is running the best it's ever been out of any of the eras of Train Sim World. Aside for the first one and that, you know, I never really needed it back those days. Anyway, just give me a second. My apologies for that, folks. I just needed to take care of some business there. So yeah, welcome aboard. Crazy Aussie. It's liking the new route. Good stuff, buddy. So you're probably experiencing what I'm experiencing. Yeah, a few little issues here and there. You're on Xbox, aren't you? You haven't had any crashes to desktop around Gospel 8? Because I've seen a couple of people reporting that. A few services here and there. So yeah, we'll see how we go tonight. We'll see how the frame rate is live. That's what is questionable for me. Because I'm putting more strain on the PC now. Now I'm actually live streaming it. The frame rate might dip for me. So that's a questionable. Earlier today, I was doing uploaded videos, and you know, I was It was going as low as 35 frames, but it was going up as high as almost 70 frames. So yeah, it was quite good. And I'm on a 3060 with 64 gigabyte DDR4, 12 VRAM, yeah, the VRAM is more than enough for Train Sim World. i7 11700K, so it's not an i5. So anyway, we are ready to rock and roll, and here we go. They are using the Class 378 sounds. I tried to get onto the trainsimcommunity.com actually before I went live tonight to see if Itzy165's actually got a sound mod out yet, but I am expecting an Itzy165 sound mod within the week. So as soon as it's there, I'm downloading it. Yeah, hands down. It's gonna be the sounds for the train. There is a Class 710 mod though, which I have got. And guess what, folks? We have a brand new 2025 modded timetable for the latest German-Austrian route, the Mitterwaldbahn. We have a 2025 timetable, not a 1989 timetable. No. We got the current modern timetable. Just give me a second, folks. I just need to move something because we have a copyright issue going on. So just give me a second, folks. All right. Let's get into it. So, Mitterwaldbahn, we're just going to have a look at this for a split second. I'm just going to show you guys the 2025 modern timetable. So we have a 1989 timetable, which is the standard one. And the Class 378 sound mods are actually from the enhancement pack from Armstrong Powerhouse website, which I purchased recently. So yeah, it's from that. Don't worry about these Xboxes, folks. It's just an issue. It doesn't mean that they're going to have issues. They definitely work. So we have a BR4242, the Talent 2s there, and the 1116RJ, which is the Railjet. So they are all there. Everything's all there. So this is the modded timetable for that particular one. We'll do that next week, by the way. So Mitterwaldbahn 2025 modded timetable coming next week. There'll probably maybe an update over the weekend beforehand. So if we have another version, so be it. But yeah, this is what we're doing today. This is the only route we're doing today. We're doing London Overground. We're doing 710 Etchin later on today. We're going to do some freight stuff later on. As you know, I've got the Freight Lighter version. It's a modded one. Through the website, through the trainsimcommunity.com. The 710 there, and obviously I don't have any Creators Club content for this currently. Right, here we go. Sound pack, enhancement pack, it's all the same shit, same smell. Let's now do around a lunchtime service. Actually, we're gonna do I'm gonna do the opposite to my uploaded video that will premiere in 24 hours. So we're gonna start at Clapham Junction. Well, that's where it's supposed to be starting, but obviously Clapham doesn't go all the way to Clapham and doesn't go to Richmond. So unfortunately it doesn't. It sucks. I know. We can't go past Westfield London. We can go to Westfield Stratford. That's about it. But we can't go to Westfield London. And the good news is we don't go past Chelsea. So that for the Chelsea fans, haha. All right, let's get into it. All right, I'm just going to turn this off. Crystal Palace is not a part of the route, unfortunately. It's only between Stratford and Wilston Junction. What the fuck? All right, we have a spawning issue going on here. So clearly that was not meant to happen. Okay, so 2L33, that is the service that's doing that. Yeah, sorry about that, train man. Yeah, they have it on the board. It comes up on the PSI. I seen it on there earlier today. I was having a look at some stuff when I was doing the uploaded video. You'll see that tomorrow if you're interested in that. Around this time tomorrow, it'll be on. Premiering at 1080p. After the premiere, it'll be shown at 1440p. I think it is. Yeah, or 4K, something like that. All right, let's try again. Let's try again. That didn't happen earlier today to me, so there you go. Proves once again that this person that has done the modded timetable has not bothered to check everything twice, triple, and yeah. It just proves to me, it proves to you, what the hell do these moderators, not these moderators, these so-called beta testers, what the hell are they actually doing? They're just enjoying the route. They're not really giving the results. Like, I'm a brutally honest person. If I was part of the beta team, I would be like, hey, you know, there's a problem here. That needs to be fixed before they actually release this damn thing. That's not professional. So, as a modder for American Truck Simulator with skinning, I counted I was meant to do release the Kenworth truck pack last week. At the end of last week, I counted the issue. And I've had to rebuild the packs and everything. Rebuild the pack and everything now because I counted the issue, and now to the point where I've lost my hair, like split my hair out and everything. I'm real frustrated. I'm actually now rebuilding the packs and building 3 separate Kenworth packs to categorize the series of Kenworths. So T sets, K sets, and W sets. So that's for American Truck Simulator anyway. 2N49, here we go, 15 hours 48. We're ready to rock and roll. We're here, Bakerloo line under us, West Coast on the side. You know the drill. As you go a little bit further down, if it was there, it would take you to the Great Western, around HS2 construction. And obviously if it went to Clapham, it would bring in the Brighton, Portsmouth Direct, you know, all that stuff. Right. Let's give this a test. Test. All good. Lights are on. Yep. Right. Frame rate. Yeah, not too bad. 53 frames. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Then we got a 710 under there on the Walford DC. Very good. Walford DC under there too, by the way, folks. The original name Walford DC, obviously Lioness these days. So Bakerloo line, Lioness share some of the route. And you got the West Coast over there. Would have been nice to have seen some of these with the Overground logo in the middle though, and the class, if it was a 5 car or something. Some of them, in reality, they have the big sign here and this big Overground sign, and they have the number of how many cars it is. I know the AP version has that. It was a different variant. It spawns at random with that. Oh yeah, BVE, you're from Queensland, aren't you? You up at Cyclone Alfred. Yeah, they had to move the Dolphins game down here to Sydney. I notice there's a flickering issue going on around here, folks. It seems to be the sunlight that's causing that. I tried to shut this earlier to see if that would fix it, but yeah, it seems to not really help. Oop, I keep forgetting it's 20. I should know the speed limit along here. Damn, how many times have I played this on Train Sim Classic? And then he goes down there if you like ending a service or have to turn the train around. Yeah, I like the route, but unfortunately it suffers with A passenger problem. Oh, it actually has passengers now. Huh. Oh, that'll be right. I did hear somebody, one of my mates earlier today, say to me, if you're driving from Clapham Junction, you do the passengers spawn, but when you go in the opposite way, they don't. And I said, yeah, I had encountered that earlier today when I was in the upload. I was like really, really disappointed. If I was part of the forums, I would have been like getting on there and not blasting it, but you know, that doesn't get you anywhere, blasting things, you know, like just be appropriate about it and say, hey, you know, Dovetail, you know, and Mr. Jonathan, Incredible Games, you need to, you know, you already told us how long you've been working on the route. It's a little bit less than a month, but less than a month. Sorry, a little bit less. Well, it feels like less than a month. And actually, he's been working on the route for just under a year. But I can say that his project is definitely taken longer than anything Dovetail would do. Dovetail projects are what they build them for like a couple months and then they release it in the half-arse. Not even. But yeah, I'm not surprised anymore, to be honest. Like, there's just been one problem after the other in the TSW5 era. I'd probably say to you guys, the Mitterwald Bahn is, by Trains in Germany and Just Trains' West Coast Mainline are the two highlights so far. They're the top two currently. And all right. Alright, passengers and everything need to be added in this thing. We need passengers going in, out. So, like I explained earlier, Crystal Palace is not a part of the route. Unfortunately, they didn't go to Richmond, and they didn't go to... it's not the full length of the North London. I think Crystal Palace is not part of the... I think Crystal Palace is not actually part of the Mildmay as well. I'm pretty sure that's the red line. That's part of that. It's not the blue line. I looked at the map earlier today. I'll go to a station and I'll have a look at that. You own every route except for this one? Yep. Yeah, I'm the same. And I also own the one that they took away from us, the original Northeast Corridor. The original NEC New York they had in Train Sim World 2020. Train Sim World 1. So yeah, that's been taken away. I own all the Coal Train stuff except for the 15 DC switcher, which is technically the Amtrak S1000 they did take away originally. This is what amazes me about Dovetail, alright? They reckon they built that on an old system, and that's the reason why they did take it away, but yet there's routes like the Great Western Railway, which was the first DLC in Train Sim World history, which is even older, and actually getting remastered. Okay. Yeah, it does take away the experience, passengers coming in and out of the train. Alright, fair enough, they're on the train sitting down now, which didn't happen earlier today on my first trip, but it still doesn't beat the purpose. Like, it's a passenger train service, passengers coming in and out of the train. At least they're not actually doing what they did on last year's London Overground route, where they were circling around the doors. So that is probably one bonus about it, but yeah, once again, it's incorrect. Like I've already explained numerous times about the passenger behaviour on this sim, and I don't have to keep raving on about it. But I'm not going to be a sucker like other people, like the British Ace and Tintin, Jet Watch, all these other ones are just gonna go, hello, how are you going? Oh yeah, I'm so good today. Oh, this round is absolutely awesome. It's got no problems whatsoever. I'm just gonna be a douche for Dovetail Games. Nah, that's not me. I'm a brutally honest person, and as a moderator for, like I explained, I build skins of real companies and brands for American Truck Simulator, and I've been doing that for over 3 years now. And at first, when I was skinning, I was skinning in the wrong format, where I was skinning in the default format and was causing issues, and then I was wondering what the hell's doing that. And yeah, I found a fellow I spoke to about it, and yeah, we solved the problem. Now we actually do have passengers spawning, but you can see now they're spawning like this. Okay. Well, that clearly states that there is a passenger problem. So BVE is in up there around the cyclone. Hopefully you stay safe there, buddy. You do get to higher ground if you need to. Just make sure that you take all of the right things with you. If you do need to move. Mobile phone chargers, phones obviously. Console, PlayStation, whatever. Just make sure you got all your good stuff. Like I got people up there too. Like my auntie is up that way and whatnot. So my cousins and all that, and I know people also that live in around the Brisbane area as well. So. And Chris that hasn't come along yet here tonight on the stream. He's up in Toowoomba, so he's alright. He's up in the Darling, over the other side of the Darling Downs. So he's on the top half up there at Toowoomba, so he should be fine. Like I said to him, I said, very soon you might have a swimming pool at the edge of your area there, because the bottom might be all flooded. It's not funny though, because, yeah. The people that worry me the most out of anything is around the Byron Bay, Lismore area, like around there. They've just copped so much over the recent years, and it just, you know, they only just recently, it was the 30-year anniversary of their massive flood they had, and yeah, they seriously don't need any more of that. Like, we're getting a fair bit of rain here this weekend, but nothing like up there. That's. My prayers are with everybody up there. As a Queenslander myself, my prayers are with you. Finchley Road and it's a Frognell. Frognell. I always get this damn bloody station incorrect. Graphics wise and everything, like detail wise and everything, this route is absolutely like as predicted. As like, I didn't watch much of the preview. I didn't need to, because I know the route from Train Sim Classic. I knew this would be great. Like, as I explained to you guys last year, even with the Goblin Line release, I said I hope they put the other section of the North London route next year, and here we are. It's here. As we know in Train Sim Classic, the other part came later on, and then it ended up doing a bundle. So, even though that's the older version of it anyway, it's, yeah, not overhead wired unless you go through the Steam Workshop and you get it overhead wired then. The bonus between this one and that one is obviously that's in an older time frame. This is in a newer time frame. Class 710's evolved also. So. But yeah, there is two things bothering me. It's the passengers not spawning and all that in and out of the trains. Also the flashing around this side, around the DRA AWS area. It's just like this constant flickering. It's very, very damn annoying. I noticed I was saying about the flickering on the Class 377s. Look, that's been there for quite a while. It's not the only train that does it. Some of the German content does it too. Speaking of German content, folks, we have... oh my god. You know how much I've been begging for S-Bahn Frankfurt? It's finally happening. It's official. My baby's coming. My baby's coming. Yeah, S-Bahn Frankfurt, I've been talking to you guys about this this for quite a while. It's actually not what I expected it to be. They're doing a different variant to S-Bahn Frankfurt to what Train Sim Classics is actually. It technically is the other part of the left Rhine that was missing. So we're getting that as well, some bonus on that, and I am so looking forward to that. There's no time factor at the moment for release, so yeah, when that gets released, I'm really, really looking forward to bringing you gameplay for that. And once again, the damn 420 is back on the roadmap. The train that was sitting on the roadmap for over 3.5 years and ended up disappearing. It finally is back. It's all of a sudden decided to come out of its cocoon and say, hey, no, we still have it in development. It's just been sitting there in our drawer. You know, we're finally bringing it out. But we're deciding we're actually not going to just put it on the Munich-Augsburg. We're going to put it on the new German route as well. Well, that also gives me the theory now, because they actually are going to be putting it on the Munich-Augsburg now. Are we going to be getting an updated timetable for Munich-Augsburg, or are we going to be getting a remastered Munich-Augsburg, like I've been talking to you guys about? We had the Long Island Railroad, where we had to repay for it again last year. It was completely rebuilt, updated, remastered, standard. I'm really thinking the Munich-Augsburg could be receiving the same treatment. It just hasn't been announced yet. And yeah, watch that space. Watch that space. I did say to you guys, if they did remaster it, it probably makes sense to go to the Munich airport. It's only a 20-something more kilometers. Put the S-Bahn underground section in, and yeah, give Terminator the OST Bahnhof in Munich. Speaking of Goswalk, we are approaching Goswalk. Better start slowing down, though. That's a very nice... Jesus, what happened to the damn train? It's just disappeared. There's the 710. That is ET165 sound modded, of course. This doesn't sound too bad. Like, I'm not complaining about the sounds too much on this one, because I knew it was AP, and I know that's one of AP's recent packs. So yeah, a bit of frame rate issues there. I didn't encounter that earlier today. So like I said to you guys, the reason why I would be doing that is because I'm putting more strain on it, streaming the game, and also playing the game and streaming the game, and doing, you know, loading two things at once puts more strain on to the PC. So frame rate is expected to drop more so when I'm streaming than when I'm uploading. A couple things that were different compared to the standard version of this route that I've seen earlier today. It was, yep, the signage So signage is different. Also, these were added where the original one didn't have these. And also the PSI up here. I think that was actually on the original, but I don't remember that Dove Tech being there. So yeah, there's a couple of little things that weren't in the original Gospel Oak from last year that there is in this variant. Once again, I'm Van Diesel off the line, just going flying off the line, speeding. Nothing unusual. The power grid on the side there was quite interesting. Well, there we see London over there. That big tall building over there, the one that looks like a triangle, that's, I do believe that's London Bridge. It's a pretty decent station actually, London Bridge. There's a fair few platforms at London Bridge. Obviously played all that through on Train Sim Classic, and the big massive networks and that we got with the Steam Workshop, which the guy that did that, it's only through his site now. I have to go and check that actually. I haven't been to his site for a while, see if there's an updated version. We are on Train Sim Classic next Tuesday, by the way, folks, so we'll do some more action then. We'll do some more London stuff through there. That'll be quite fun through one of the big networks we've got. Got the tower over there that obviously is the West Coast Main Line. What's that? The O2 tower, I think it is, they call it these days. It's a telecom tower. Yeah, so I was quite surprised about the roadmap being on Monday. I thought, holy crap, when has there ever been a roadmap on a Monday before? I don't remember that happening. And being so, like only a couple days into the month as well, I thought, oh, surely it's not going to be this week, it'll be next week. Because normally if, you know, it's sort of at the start of a month and at the start of a week, normally they'll do the roadmap the following week. And I thought also, obviously, you know, the new DLC this week, they'll let that shine and not have the roadmap. And nah, they decided to do the roadmap, but also reveal in what, in my eyes, is the biggest reveal so far in Train Sim World 5 this year. I'm so looking forward to S-Bahn. The underground, like, I know this from Train Sim Classic, the underground section, the different stations, I've told you guys, they all got unique character. We're finally getting the underground part of a route again, for the first time in quite a while. So, yeah, if you like the Left Rhine, it's a continuation of the Left Rhine going into Frankfurt. You've seen me play it on Train Sim Classic. Obviously, it's a modern version. The version that's actually coming out for the S-Bahn is actually a little bit later, a little bit earlier dated. I'm not sure if it's around the same era as the Left Rhine, but it's going to be good. There's still a TBC on the Japanese route, unfortunately. There's no new news on it. We got some more information of the Just Trains Class 86 Loco DLC, which was basically them just talking about their recent article they had on the Just Trains website. Fire extinguishers. Yes, I said to him that he need to have passengers on the damn platform, but Matt turned around and said nothing. Typical fat fuck. Oh, alright, no worries, we'll get away from that.
Please remain behind the yellow line at all times. Trains pass through the station at high speed and can cause turbulence.
Well, he certainly doesn't like Matt Pedestal, that dude. They're back there. He's calling him a fat bastard. Oh my god. Oh, that was Camden, wasn't it? Let's go drone cam, folks. Here we go. Drone cam coming up now. Let's have a look at all the beautiful London. How cool is it to see London skyline in train sim? Well, though, like, I've been begging for that for so damn long, and they finally did it. There's the train that goes down to St Pancras. We're going over the Midlands now. There's the Midlands main line. That's another route that I'd love to see them do. Obviously, we have that in Train Sim Classic. I actually want to see them link it up to the Skywalk Games route, actually. It would be good to see it go that far. It's not that much further compared to the Train Sim Classic version. Still got the theory that Elizabeth Line is going to be one of the core routes this year for Train Sim World 6 in September. So now we've actually got official licensing on the Elizabeth Line train on this route. It really starting to warm up, actually. It's 121 kilometers in total length, so it's not out of the question. Not out of the question at all. But to be honest with you guys, if I like to see anybody do the Elizabeth Line, it has to be Just Trains. Just Trains need to do it. But I also like to see them do the Riverina route. A lot of people do as well. A lot of people want to see the Riverina. But I also like to see them do something that's like outside of the 80s era, outside of the British Blue era. You know, they've done back-to-back British Blue eras, so I really think that they really need to get away from that and actually do something that's maybe modern or even older. So we're currently in the section of the route that actually has the 4 lines because of that, because we've got the red line next to us as well. So there's actually 2 parts of the 2 different versions of the Overground currently. There's the tube map, by the way.
Please keep personal belongings with you at all times. Any unattended baggage will be removed and may be destroyed by security.
Oh my god, it actually has working wind. Oh, let's go. This is hectic.
Doors opening. Lift going down.
See, we got the Mildmay currently. Oh, it is the Mildmay. Okay, there we go. Must be further down. All good. Football next to the red line at the moment, but anyway. It's down here more. No, it's not this station. I did see it earlier today on one of the stations along here. Oh, that's the next one. This is where I seen it. At Highbury. Stepford County Railway. Never heard of it. I don't mind anything that's passenger serviced, like this type of route. You know, it's commuter. Living in Sydney, Australia, you know, we're very familiar with commuter routes, but I also am a fan of high-speed rail. So that's my style. I'm not... but I absolutely adore the HSTs. Obviously, here in Australia, we have very close to the end of our HSTs here, which are the XPT, which is actually based off the HST design. So we have a very, very good connection with HSTs, XPTs, very similar. So there it is, ladies. The Windrush line. This is the line that does go to Crystal Palace. So platform 1, which is this one here. This is the Windrush line right here, folks. And the Windrush line actually finishes here. So this is the start of the Windrush line. And I know I've got to lock the doors. But it starts here, goes to Canterbury and all that, goes to New Cross. Yeah, then continues down to Sydenham, which I've been to in Trains and Classic. I've been down to West Croydon in Trains and Classic. That goes underneath the Brighton main line. Clapham Junction, we've all been there. Crystal Palace and all that. But I've been down to West Croydon in Trains and Classic. And yeah, it goes underneath. Over the top is the Brighton main line. So West Croydon and East Croydon are not too far, but you've got West Croydon on one side and the East on the other. And Crystal Palace swings off. I'm not sure if I have that on Trains and Classic. I know I have one going down to West Croydon. So I might have that. I'll have to double check that. If I do have it on Trains and Classic, I can definitely do it on Trains and Classic next week. The wind, it's only AI, so there's no, you can't take a train on there. Let's have a look at the latest conversation, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, a bit of role play coming up right now. Yeah, so I said to him that, you know, you need to go to the dentist and get your teeth look at, you know, like, or get them taken out, you know. Yes. And, yeah, I just keep flapping my mouth and keep flapping my arms, you know, and yeah, this is going nowhere. What's this guy reading? Let's see what he's reading. Well, whatever he's reading, it looks like it's upside down. It actually does. It's upside down. I see that. You can clearly see the words were upside down. Oh my god. That's actually quite funny. Oh, they actually did something funny for once. Oh my god. Don't tell me that book was upside down. You can clearly see that the words were upside down. Like, look at the difference between the gap of the flooring as well. You can clearly see that it was upside down. Oh my god. I like reading backwards. Well, I just like reading, you know. It's like, huh? I'm just looking like this, you know, like I do it. He must have been Mr. Bean. Seriously, that's what reading the book the opposite way. I don't know what's going on in that particular part. I come through there earlier today, and it was like looked like the train was about to fly off the tracks. It was just, yeah, that particular section is very weird. And this building up here, by the way, it looks like the one that actually is at Barking. This is a nice station, this one. Yeah. Very unique as well, because you know, all of a sudden you're in that light, and then you get towards the end, and it just goes dark all of a sudden. It's really cool. And they got the lights on it too, like from same as Train Sim Classics. When I seen that, I thought, oh, it is very familiar. Yeah, this building though, it looks like the one from the Goblin Line, and it looks very similar to the one that is at the Barking station. The book was upside down, wowza. Fair enough. It's backwards day, so that's why he's doing it. Alright. So we're on for 3 hours today. We're doing 7:10 action next, and we'll do some freight as well. I think it's just some movements and that with the freight. I'm pretty sure you can't throw a freight straight through here. It's not like the Golden Line. Even though, actually, no, they could have put freight actually through coming off the West Coast Main Line going up to Gospel Oak, and then it swings off towards the Suffragette. Because as you know, the Suffragette line is a massive freight corridor. So yeah, that would be quite interesting. I remember watching Jeffrey, where he was inside one of the Class 66s. I think in 2023, I think it was. I watched him. He was with the fella who's doing the. He started at Southeastern High Speed down at well, Southeastern High Speed on Train Sim. Well, we know that's the. It's down that way. It was around back of trying to think. It was near Clapham. Not Chatham. Sorry, it was near Chatham. And the service started there, and it worked its way down through, and then up to the Glossop line. And, not the Glossop. Yeah, Glossop line. Goblin line. Sorry. Oh, he's the Oyster card. Yeah, it does suck that the passengers are not on the platforms and that. I even turned off my custom passenger behavior settings and everything to see if that was the issue, and nah. Even others have been trying things, and yeah, going back from DX12 and just playing standard, and I knew none of that would work. Like, as soon as I seen there was nothing, I thought there's going to be nothing you can do to try to fix this. It's clearly, you know, a case of we must get this route out now. We have to get the money, and then we'll fix it later on. Yeah. Once again, we have some Airbus 350s in the sky there. We well, are they the A350s? At least those ones are in the sky, not bloody stuck at the runway like I bloody am with the inner builds A350. I can't get that inner builds A350 to move whatsoever off the runway. I'm somebody that just a casual player of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I don't play around with any of the buttons or razzle dazzle bullshit. I just, you know, unbrake it, bang, straight in the sky, and just go for a nice fly. Anyway, we will be showcasing our first look at the inner builds A350 from the inner builds Dubai International Airport to Abu Dhabi. So a nice little flight on the channel will be showcased over this weekend. So the only way I can get the damn plane to fly is actually the Alter and spacebar and just start it from up in the sky. Shirt I'm wearing today, yep, I got the gizmo going. Got the gizmo. How cute is this fella right here? He's cute, isn't he? He's cuter than me, put it that way. I'm just an old fart. Done some American Truck Simulator content today. Gonna post 2 videos up later on overnight. I'll post up the Train Sim World one overnight. So they'll premiere on the channel around 7 o'clock, around the same time we started today, 8 a.m. UK. So 7 p.m. here in Sydney is 8 a.m. in UK currently. I know that's going to change again later on in a few months or a month or two. It'll eventually get to, I think, 11 a.m. UK when it's 8 p.m. here in Sydney. Because I know it eventually becomes 6 a.m. in New York. Which actually, it's better for the New York people. I always get people around New York come to the live streams around the... I'm not a fan of Euro Truck Simulator, and that's the reason behind that. American Truck Simulator all the way. The American Truck Simulator is more so. I'm a massive fan of Kenworth trucks, so I love my Kenworth trucks. But also, the highways, the open highways of America remind me of the highways here in Australia. So very similar with our highways. This is the second last station because those big tall buildings over there is Westfield Stratford. I would have liked to have seen the Westfield logo on there. Anyway, we didn't get that. No bad experiences whatsoever. I usually use ProMods Europe when I play Euro Truck. But what I do is with American Truck Simulator, I usually get SOAP 98's mods and I download the Scania because we have Scanias, Volvos, and the Astros and all that. They're very common here in Australia. The DAVs, the IVECOs, they're all common here in Australia. But we have a mixture of American and European and Aussie trucks. The big mixture. So if you look at my truck spotting videos, you'll see that there's just a massive variety. But very common is the Globetrotters, the FHs, the Astros and the Scanias, the Rs and Gs. Actually, I know somebody that actually owns a Scania. He's got a 112 112 Scania. I actually seen a 112 last week on my video Wetmobile. When I seen it, I was like, oh wow. And actually, the funny thing is, I actually ended up seeing that same truck again earlier this week, and I didn't capture it. I didn't have my camera out. Oh, there's a Union Jack up there. Hey, I didn't see that earlier. Hey, check that. That's really cool. A couple of Union Jacks. It's the Olympic Stadium, home to West Ham United these days. It's definitely more built up in this area than what it is on the Train Sim Classic version, because there was a lot of construction going on that variant at the time. Hey Chris, how you going? Yeah, the mileway looks good. There is a couple of little factors going on with this route. There's some flickering going on in the DRA area. It's more sun reflected though, and there's no passengers sprawling. So on and no passengers sprawling on the platforms, and they're only diagram ones. But there's no passengers sprawling like coming off on and off the trains. They're on the trains. Actually, some of them have disappeared now. Actually, there you go. But yeah, they're not sprawling on the platforms. So there is a issue going on that sense. So yeah, it needs to be investigated and looked into and hopefully fixed up sooner or later, but patched within a couple of weeks. So there is some patches in planning this month, so I know there's one or two that are happening this month. So yeah, hopefully we'll get a patch maybe next week, if not the week after. Yep, the Truck World Australia, you betcha we're doing that. Well, that's definitely going to be happening. I do believe beta's starting very soon. So yeah, it's going to go into, or alpha. I know it's going to go into early access before release. So that's one good thing that Dovetail should have done, actually, with Train Sim World when it was first released. It should have just been early access, yeah. Like, look at the simulator, the bus. Like, how long's that been in early access for? It's been in early access for a long time, for a fair while now. Even Fortnite said early access for how long? Even though we know that's bullshit. It's one game I don't play anymore. Too many rounds of Battle Royale. I don't know why I bought Season 2 of COD either. I haven't even bothered playing it. Yeah, dovetail issue with passengers, yep. But also, this is a third-party route, so... who is to blame, I don't know. There's the... that is the walk bridge that goes over to Westfield. There's Westfield in the background there. That's what I'm saying. I wish this up here or something would say, like a big giant Westfield logo or something. Maybe somebody could get a mod going with the Westfield logo on there. That would be cool because that's close to home. You know, Westfield first started here in my home city. I'm not going to say, but it's long gone, but it was the first ever place to have a Westfield. All right, there we go. I got a platinum like I did earlier today. Awesome. Good stuff. And the good thing about it is now we're going to go to free roam. Hopefully this time around I can bloody actually get out of the train. Sweet. Alright, let's take a look around. This is the main station, the biggest station on the route. Obviously this is the Great Eastern Main Line, just here. Actually, is it? Hang on. No, it's not. That's it there. That's Westfield. See, none of these buildings or anything were here Oh wow, we can actually go down here. That's cool. I wonder if we can go to the original station. No, but we can just jump over here. Oh, that's cool. And there's a collectible just here. Here we go. Fire extinguishers, as you know, they were part of the original the original Long Island Railroad. I think that's the first time they did spawn in Train Sim World. Was on that route. Newspapers, yep. That's something from the couple of other routes. Southeastern High Speed, one of them. Obviously, if we get an enhancement pack for this route, there would be enhanced newspapers. I remember when we had the enhancement pack and the newspapers had the toilet paper problem on the front cover, and the other one had some big titted bitch on it. There's the Elizabeth Line train over there, ladies and gentlemen. It has got official branding on it. By the way, the Bakerloo Line train is incorrect, so that's just only for show. That's supposed to be a different one though. That's the Central Line. Right. Scribbly over here. There we go. Wait, there's the Angola. Obviously, there's no official licensing on that one, but obviously, like I said, if we get a mod, that would fix that. That would be great. We don't need it now for the Elizabeth one, because there is the Elizabeth train. Would be nice to see somebody actually do the interior on that. That would be really cool. Really, really cool. Yes, that is the Electro Star over there, Chris. We just come off. Obviously, Neo 8 is the fella that will that does the videos. That'll show you all the places where you get all the collectibles on this route. Neo 8, the man for all the collectibles. Do check him out. Oh, we got a lovely couple just there. Look at that. Lovers in the air. Aggie just there. Lifts do work. Let's see if this one does. No, this one doesn't. No, that one's fake. Hey, come here. Would you like some Clyde? Clyde? Would you want some crag? I want some crag. No, I don't want to eat crag. Bye. Try to sell me crag. Well, as predicted, you can't get over there, which sucks. Come on, I want to spawn on. Yep, there we go. Yes, it is, Chris. Yes.
I just gotta read the newspaper like this, you know? Gonna duck my head down like this. Dovetail's finally making a third train simulator.
Third time's the charm, is it? Let's
All
see.
our trains and stations are no
I had
smoking
called for it,
areas.
but
Please do not smoke.
there's
until
a
you
hell of a
have
lot
left
of
the
life
station
left in Train
premises.
Sim World, don't worry.
This includes e-cigarettes.
Even if they did make a third sim, Train Sim World would still be getting developed. It's just, yeah. Oh, wow, there's a cat. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that. What's this cat's name? Does that say Rob? That's very... the texture problem on that cat. Does that say Rob? I don't know. Does it say Rob? Hello, my name's Cats. It's just Rob. Alright, enough looking around. Let's now head back to the main menu and we'll go and grab that 710. And we shall take that for a run. Hopefully you enjoyed that. A little bit of a walk around tour of the biggest station in the route. Stratford there. Great Eastern Main Line on the side there. Elizabeth Line. Central. Yeah, it was all there. Central? Is it? Oh, no, not Central Line. Central Line's more, isn't it? Anyway, it is what it is. Very nice. So don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, earlier today I did say to you guys the Mid-to-Wild Barn 2025 modded timetable is out now. It gives a modded version of the loco and everything. Gives you the Railjet version of the 1116. As you can see now, it's actually spawning up with the signs. Where it didn't do that earlier, but now it is. So yeah, the 1989, which is the original timetable, and now there's modded 2025. Modern day timetable for the Mid-to-Wild Barn, the new Austrian Jam route. We're doing that next week. So look forward to that on Monday with All Aboard Live episode 122 on Monday. Live from 8 p.m. in Sydney, Canberra, Melbourne, Hobart, 7 p.m. Queensland, 7:30 p.m. South Australia, 5 p.m. Western Australia, 6:30 in Northern Territory, 10 p.m. New Zealand, 9 a.m. UK, 10 a.m. Central Europe, 4 a.m. Eastern States of the United States, and 1 a.m. West Coast USA. If you can't join us live, full replay will be provided. Live streaming at 1440p, 60 frames per second, and replay. And yeah, we will fix up all those ad breaks from from our Monday live stream later on today. I haven't fixed that yet because I haven't had the chance today. I've just been so busy with everything. Over the last 24 hours, as you know, folks, I've had to recreate the Kenworth Truck Skins pack for the American Truck Simulator. We're now splitting it into 3 separate mods. So we now have the T series of Kenworth trucks, which include the likes of the T909, the T908, the T610 GTM, the T680 and the 680 Next Gen. They have paint jobs for all of those trucks. They're not trucks that are in the mod. They are truck skins. But they are the trucks, some of the trucks that have skins of real companies and brands from Australia, USA, New Zealand, and much more. So the Godfathers Kenworth T-Series Truck Skins Pack will be released over the next 24 hours at modhub.us. The K Series with K100 Overflow from the Steam Workshop, the K104 mod truck from modhub.us, the K200 RTA mods paid mod, and the K108 paid mod. There's skins for those in the K Series pack, which is now available at modhub.us. Link is in our community wall of our here on our YouTube channel and our Discord server as well. A link to modhub.us where you can download that 100% free. All you need is WinRAR, Win7, one of those programs. Download it, put it in your mods folder, go in the game, go to the mod manager, put it in the right order, off you go. All right, so that's for American Truck Simulator. All right. And the 19th skin pack's been released over the last week as well for the Freighter T-Liner. And as you know, I updated the Freighter T-Liner last week at modhub.us and now renamed it to its proper name. All right, 710. Here we go. This is going to be lots of fun. Oh, we only got a couple services. But anyway, it's all good. Hempstead Heath to Wilson Junction. Here we go. Let's do it in a thunderstorm. This is going to be lots of fun in a thunderstorm. Haven't done a thunderstorm for quite a while, so yeah, here we go. By the way, that lightning that you seen in the trailer video, out now video, that was fake, folks. Don't believe that shit. Oh, wow. This is a continuation from the Goblin line. From the Suffragette. Oh, wow. Yes. I did say thunderstorm, didn't I? Did I say thunderstorm? I don't want to do a day. I don't want to do a night one, by the way, either. I'd rather do a day one. A night one just, yeah, ruins it. Looks like the 710's only got a couple of services, which sucks. I wasn't expecting that actually. Yeah. Lightning Storm, that's the one. That's the one. Let's see if it does it this time. I don't know what's going to happen if it doesn't sprawl, but anyway. Might be because of my custom engine settings. There's no earlier services, so yeah, it's quite weird. Oh, here we go. We're actually somewhere different now. Holy fucking hell. Frame rate. It's a big difference when it's pissing raining, isn't it? It's not so bad now, anyway. How cool would it be if you seen lightning bolt hit the top of the Olympic torch? It'd be like, it's alive! Just having a conversation in the middle of the lightning storm, why not? This goes straight to Camden Road actually, so I think this might be out of service and it's just going to Camden Road, and then it might just spawn in a little bit further down, maybe going to somewhere around St Pancras. I don't know, just deferring. What the hell was that? Fly or something. Well, stations are well lit. God, I wish we had the lightning bolts like back in the original Train Sim World 3 launch. How crazy were those bolts, especially on the older routes? Like, first time I experienced those bolts right next to the track were on the Valencia corridor, and a lot of people were saying they were having there was really lagging really badly, but for me, there was no change in it. It was, yeah, I didn't see any performance problems or anything. So, obviously, frame rate is definitely dipped on around Stratford and that earlier. It's got to do with the cloud and everything in the sky, the rain and all that. It seems to the weather effects chew up a lot of memory in Train Sim World. So I was in a clear sky earlier and it was not so bad. If I put cloud into it, then yeah, it has an impact and I've only got them. I'm pretty sure I've only got it set at high. Because I've got everything set at high, and yeah, you can see the skybox quality is high. So so I'll put very high; it'll be more frame rate. Don't put it on ultra; it'll just look like you're playing freeze blocks. Micro shading freezing's always been a well-known issue. It's the Unreal Engine 4. Matt finally here recently over the last couple of months finally did explain to the public about the reasons behind the micro shading and all that, and yeah, the fix that could fix it, but it's not an ultimate silver bullet. And I already knew that. Like, it was just good to see him actually now finally grow some balls and actually, well, that was a lightning bolt right in the front there. Finally grow some balls and actually say something about it after all this damn time. He finally said something about it. And yeah, I never thought those words would come out of his mouth because, yeah, he kept avoiding that subject for so damn long, and he finally opened up and said something. And, yeah, the normal community wouldn't understand what he was talking about. For me, it was plain English. Like, I know the ins and outs of, you know, fiddling around with the Unreal Engine and trying to improve things and make things, you know, here and there better and whatnot. And like I said recently, I've finally sort of found my silver bullet. It's not the perfect silver bullet, but it's the best silver bullet that I've ever had. So things I got now are pretty damn good. If I can take these to Train Sim World 6 and still have the game running like it is, I'll be absolutely cheering. Oh shit, what did I press in? Oh yeah, fucking sputtered. Sputtered it, sputtered it. I think this is the central line here. I've seen a 710 come through here earlier. Yeah, I'd like to see a enhancement pack added to this, just like... Oh, that was a lightning bolt. Just like the other route had. What's going on? Why is this not moving forward like it should be? Just gonna stop that and then start it up again. Is there any passengers on this train? I wouldn't be surprised, Chris. Nah, So that's good. That's good because it is an empty service. I was just going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if there was, because now in Dovetail, you know, they'll have an empty service and there'll be a load of passengers on it. We're going back for the tour of the docks. You know, we want to go back there and have a guided tour of the maintenance facility. That was pretty dark all of a sudden, and I'm going to ditch my car in the middle of the... What the fuck? Oh my god. So we have floating cars, and now we have cars actually like up on the side, and it like just look like it's just now sticking inside the concrete. Can't win. Yeah, Truck World Australia is going to be not bad, but it's still going to be one of those sims where I'm probably not going to play it too often because I work with American Truck Simulator, and I actually am a modder for the sim, and I do real companies and brands and all that. It's yeah, more my American Truck Simulator. It's more my style. I wish SES Software would pull the trigger and do a Oceania Truck Simulator. Would be so damn cool. They did a Trans-Tasman like Australia and New Zealand. That'd be really, really cool to see. You got to have Australia, you got to have New Zealand in there too. So. Definitely have the T610 SAR and the K200 in there, and the Western Star 4800, and you could have the Volvo FHs in there. You can have the Scanias. Yeah, you could have just a great mixture of real trucks. The Mack Superliner toilets, you've got to have those. You've got to have those in there. But yeah, I did hear recently Truck World Australia is supposed to be going into beta or early access period soon. So yeah, how soon I don't know. They've been talking about this for how long now, and it's like, yeah, all right, we'll believe it when we see it. Yeah, it's how long been in development and it still hasn't had a, you know, at least an early access period. But yeah, apparently it's early access. That's a good sign that it actually is going to do that. It's not going to, you know, go full blown launch release, you know, like Dovetail did with Train Sim World. Like I said, if we could have Train Sim World at the start again, and hands down, I would prefer it to be an early access period. Hey, Josh the Aussie Truckie, how you going? Welcome aboard. So we are doing trains here tonight, folks. We are checking out the brand new Mildmay line for Train Sim World. This is actually not a bad price, actually. When I seen the price of it earlier today, I thought, oh, it's cheaper than I thought. That's a good sign, because recently we spent a bloody $60-something one, which was a very the more of the expensive kind. But that's, yeah, the Mittawan barn was definitely worth every cent of that. It was it's a very, very good route. Okay, we have a red light here, so we are waiting for, what the hell's that? That's underneath, by the way, folks. It's not going all over the top. It's not. Don't worry about that, folks. It's fine. Hopefully we have no spawning issue here, or no light issue. Wouldn't be surprised. We've had red signal problems in the past. Oh wow, it's one of those. It's a cargo line pack one. I'll creep up a little tiny bit more, see if it pulls the trigger. No. Might be one of those ones where I might have to stop this one, folks. Looks like we could have a problem here again. God, I wish they would fix these damn things before they release. So now we've got a green signal on the other. I'm just thinking, is this supposed to be there, and is there a problem? Oh no, it's alright. We've got a train behind. That's why we got it. Haha. And that was a passenger service, so they had passengers on that one. I could clearly see that. So there you go. Now, we don't have a problem. We don't have a problem. So earlier tonight I had my truck spotting adventure up at the M7 at Rudy Hill. It was my second adventure to the M7 at Rudy Hill for 2025, and second overall. And then on the same day I did St. Mary's. I normally regularly do St. Mary's anyway. It's just near my best mate's house, so that one you'll see a fair bit of throughout the year. We've uploaded videos and shorts. I've still got heaps of shorts up my sleeve. I've got shorts up on a playlist here on my channel I still need to edit and fix up and post, and I've got a heap on my phone. I've probably got about 200 shorts still sitting there. You can imagine posting 50 shorts in one day? No thank you. It's bad enough posting 2, 3, you know, you got to put in all the hashtags, you got to do all the bloody description, all this stuff. You know. You think I average on around here in the studio around 12 hours a day, you know, 15 hours. Sometimes I put in 15-hour shifts, you know. So, and usually have about 4 or 5 hours sleep. So I'm very constant with my work. Very dedicated and passionate. Oh shit. Stop. Almost blew over it. I'm like, hang on, no, I'm not going to do that. It happens to us OGs, us Train Sim World OGs as well, don't worry. We are waiting for a train in front. It is just leaving Camden Road now. We just went, is that the... Did we just go over it? That's the pancreas just there. Yeah. Alright, we're good to go. Yeah, must be a train coming through. That's right, Chris, yeah. I'm thinking, it's gotta be a red signal issue. We had a spawning issue earlier where it just spawned us on foot. It was supposed to spawn us on the service and it spawned us on foot. Last time I had that issue was on the West Coast main line, so with Just Trains Release. I'm not sure if that's been fixed up, by the way. I have to double check that service. It was a 14 hours one, I know that. 1400 hours at 47, I think it was. One of the services on the West Coast main line, Just Trains Release. Abershep. Coming into Camden. I keep forgetting I'm on a damn pouring down rain. It's going to be more simple. Oh, okay. That was weird. I just stopped the train and it finishes the service just like that. And just imagine doing that in real life and you actually just stop the train. Forgot to put the handbrake on. Oh, crap. There's the Metrolink F59. I haven't purchased that, actually. I'm waiting for that. I'm going to do probably buy that later in the year. I may not even buy it at all. Yeah. It's just not a big fan of American content unless it's, yeah, passenger. You know me, I like the London content. But yeah, when it the Harlem, the North Long Island Railroad and the Harlem line are probably my two favorite US content routes. Right, and not a bad fan of the Boston route too. I love the Boston route. Both of the Boston routes are quite good, actually. Right, section of Northeast Corridor. Let's go back to the main menu. We're going to do a freight one now. Here we go, freight action. Hour and 44 in, ladies and gentlemen. So we've still got what? We're halfway through. Very good. Scenarios. We've got some scenarios there as well. We've got engineer works. That's basically the train has got shut down the railway, so you got to reverse the train, go back the opposite way. Normal day in the office, 45 minutes. Route learning. Join a driver instructor on the route learn run, covering key parts, speed limits, points, interest, blah blah blah. Early morning service, and you got Christmas chaos. Christmas chaos. I think that's one we'll do around Christmas time, actually. So that's if we've got nothing really fancy around Christmas time, we can pencil that in. Christmas chaos. But we always do a Christmas special before we have the couple of weeks holidays. Anyway. All right. Let's now do some freight. So we've got plenty of options of freight, actually. We've got lots of great freight trains. 66s, the ones. You know, we've got the modern ones as well. We've got White Moon. GBRF, we've got the Gnarly Valley, they've got the Colchester, they've got the Hardy Rail, Hutchie Rail, Best Scott, this is Best Scott's one, by the way, and you got the Freightliner, of course. We're going to do the Gnarly Valley, and we've got a fair few services, actually. Drivers from Camden Road to Stratford. Oh, really good, nice. So it was basically do the opposite of what we did starting there, but we'll be in the morning. So 19 hours 19, and we're going to do this one, and we shall do this one in July, and do this one in a nice clear day. Here we go. First freight, class 66 action. Hopefully, if there's no crash to the desktop. I haven't, yeah, I've had this one for a fair while now, this mod, so it might cause some conflict now, I'm not sure. There hasn't been an update to it, as far as I'm concerned. Here we go. 9, 8. All good. We're here. We're ready to go. All right, so let's put the reverser in. We've got all that on. Yep, and we shall put the banking comms on. And we need to set up the brake timing to passenger and the brake cutouts. Make sure those are in. Yep, we got that done. Oops, shit. Turn that on, Oz. Done. Shall come over here and DSD, we'll take that off, and we'll put the AWS, TBWS operational. Make sure the lights are on there, and we shall pump those brakes up. And we won't get them all off yet because we are waiting for a signal, and we're right on top of the thing. Obviously, we have the signal improvements mod, which was the first mod for Train Sim World 5. It always is the first mod for each era of Train Sim World over the last couple of years by London Midland. He does the signal light improvement mod. And here is the locos, number 66706 and the Nutter Valley. And it is a plaque, it's got it on the side, there you go. So it's not painted on there, it is a proper one. And we have the cargo line pack 2 on there. Wow, look at that. What the fuck is going on there? Busted! 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 What the fuck is going on here? Okay, let's take a photo of that. Can somebody send that to Dovetail, please? You've just been found out. What the fuck? I don't know if it's a glitch or a bug. You know why? Because it's not actually part of the official route, but yet the average player wouldn't even see that. Not me. I'm hardcore. Alright, I do not know why we're waiting for a signal, but anyway, it's because it is a passenger route, and we're waiting for the train to move. Do we have anything behind that that could interfere with us? Just up there, there is. Is that train still there? The one was there before. I'm just thinking if it's stuck. Back in a second, I shall grab my Red Bull. Nice. Go for Staffen. We shall put on the daylights now. And 2 toots of the horn. That means you're going forwards, free to go backwards. Yes, I know you're an OG of Train Sim World as well, Chris. Yes. Pretty much, you are an OG of Train Sim Classic too. I see. I can't claim that. I can't claim that I am with that. So I come in very late, around 2019. So there you go. But with Train Sim World, yeah, nah, it's. Oh, I've definitely bursted the crap out of that. God damn it. I shall return. So I had the Red Bull in the freezer probably a bit too long, and it's all iced up, and yeah, it was about to burst, but it's not burst off me, so that's not too bad. Like the graffiti on the sides of these things, it's just true traditional railway style. There's not one railway in the world that doesn't have graffiti. Name one that doesn't, and I'll say to you, you have the cleanest railway in the world. Stand on a couple of little bits there. There we go. Yeah, I'm not faulting the route or anything, like the scenery and everything. It's just absolutely off its rocker. It's up my alley massively on that side of it. But when it comes to, we're just going over the top of the Midlands main line now. There's the Midlands. It's the Pancras station. There's the station. You can see it. There we go. It's the Southeastern High Speed. Holy shit. That froze up on me then. There you go. There's the The line just there. East Coast Main Line. HS2. Would have been nice to have seen that content actually in. Froze that for way too long. It's alright. It's my second one for the day. Well, I had one this morning. I can wait for that, that's no worries. Something over it so it doesn't get wet. There we go. Right. Well, it's good that we've got decent freight services along here. I was worried that they'll be short, but yeah, not bad. Yeah, they're very similar to the ones that are on the Subjet line, so that's really good. I did see some bigger ones in there too, so there is longer ones. We've got two amber lights, so we have a red signal up in front there. Are you aware of that? Yep, we have to prepare for that because I've got a train in front. I don't understand why they got an amber one and then they got the red one and then they got the green one after that, but it clearly states that yeah, we got the train just there. So anyway, we should be right. We're on a half a speed, so we should, yeah. See, we get that clear. If we stay on the half a speed for a little bit here, for maybe a minute and a half, couple minutes, it could clear that train in front as well, and we'll be able to continue to move forward at a slow pace, but actually not able to stop. You just continue to roll. Yeah, no, that needs something at the top of it just in case there's Dovetail sponsor right there. Pringles. Best flavoured Pringles, salt and vinegar. I've not even got the speed on and it's just letting it, it's rolling and going faster. Another capital star. Gotta love those London buses. They're really cool. Huh? Oh, there it is. I was wondering where it was then. I think I couldn't find the train. We have a time limit on this one too. That's very unusual for a freight service too. We don't normally have time schedules on freight for Train Sim World. It's good to see that actually. We got a schedule, so schedule, and yeah, we got to meet that schedule. So we are due there in 11 minutes. Yeah, so I'm trying to soften the blow by having to stop so we continue to roll at a slow pace. Train in front is starting to move again, so we should be fine. On the previous stream for this, actually, there was one little thing that really caught my eye, actually, besides the official licensing approved for the Elizabeth Line train. Another thing really caught my eye. They started talking about freight trains and how Matt has got ambitions to add another freight train in Train Sim World at some point. And yeah, that really was quite interesting, actually, because I like to see them do the new freight train they just recently had, like the one that's in testing and everything in the UK. Class, is it a class 90? Is it a 92? No, I don't think it is a 92. This is already a 92, is it? I know it's a new version, a new freight train, and yeah, I like to see another freight train as well. I know there's a couple in Train Sim World, but they don't get used too often. The 66 gets used a hell of a lot compared to the others. But there goes a 710 over the top there. I think that's district, that route. I can't remember what that one is. that's better. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, when he said he's got ambitions to add another freight train, like, later on, I sort of thought, well, that's another clue to maybe what sort of UK route we're going to be expecting. But yet again, you know, it could be from any era. So, but you would think it'll be the modern. But yeah, there's only one real freight train that really stands out for me. UK freight train that stands out for me. That needs to be added. And it's not in Trains in Classic either, so. I think there was options in the free roam. In free roam, there is the option. Oh, it looks like something sneaky going on there. I think there's options in the free roam where you can have 4-car and 3-car variants, which is true to life. So originally the Class 378 Capital Star was a 3-car train, and then they extended it to a 4-car, and then they extended it again to a 5-car. So yeah, they originally were classified as a 3-car. But as the years, as it got on, you know, they were very popular, and they've only been in service since 09, just a couple of years before the Olympic Games. But yeah, this particular route was very, very popular. Like, it was used a hell of a lot. Like, a lot of commuters came through here, especially around the 2012 Olympic Games. So, to be expected that there would be more traffic, not just here either, like around the whole of London. You know, you got your whole in the Olympics. I'm pretty sure you would definitely, you know. Well, we've had the Olympics here in Sydney. I know what it's all about. So yeah, I was privileged enough to live it and see it. You know, I was 17, you know, a few days before I turned 18 when the 2000 Olympics were on. And the funny thing is, the last time the Olympic Games were here in Sydney, I was turning around 18, and when the Olympics are going to be here in 2032, my daughter's going to be around the same age as what I was when the Olympics were here last. It's crazy how things work out in life, eh? You know, like my daughter is going to be around the same age as what I was when the Olympic Games were on last year in Australia. And it's just, yeah, it's funny how sometimes history can repeat itself, eh? But yeah, I'll never forget that fireworks, close to so many fireworks display on the harbour. That thing was just absolutely off its rocker. I've been to multiple New Year's Eves on Sydney Harbour, and some New Year's Eves and fireworks displays on Sydney Harbour stand out more than others. The Millennium display, close to so many Olympic Games, and yeah, there's a couple other years that stand out as well. The first year I took my best mate to the fireworks. He was, see, my best mate, he's younger than me, you know, and the only reason I know this fella is through his sisters. His sisters are around, his oldest sister's around my age, a couple of years younger than me. But yeah, that's how I met the family and everything, and I've known this boy since he was 2 years old. So he's been my little brother. He's my little brother. I never had a younger brother, so he's always been my little brother. And we're best mates. Like, we fight and everything, but you know, it's never gotten physical or anything, and I don't want it to be physical either. As much as sometimes, you know, we piss both each other off. we straight ourselves. We seem to straight ourselves. Don't know how, but we do. Absolute stunning view. There's the business districts. Downtown London there. There's an absolute jam this route. Not a jam, but it is a jam. And this was announced back in December. This was the reveal for me. Thomas's, yeah, I thought Thomas was a joke at the time, and it sort of has grown on me now. You know, I'll get the Thomas pack. Yeah, I'll get it, but it'll probably just sit there, you know. But yeah, just for fun, you know, something different, you know. I still think it's the funniest thing since the toy train, but that ended up turning out to be pretty good at the time. Actually, it was quite enjoyable. Can you make it longer? Well, you won't want to make it longer, Chris, because the platforms are not built on this route for longer than technically a 5 car. So you wouldn't want to make it bigger. The good thing about the Capital Star is that it actually spawns on for the West Coast Main Line. The West Coast Main Line South. So you can use it for that, and also it does spawn for the Goblin line. And I think the only reason, I'm not sure if it's true or not, I think it's only because I've got the mod. So yeah. What is the tall red thing standing up? What red tall thing standing up? Oh, that's the Olympic Cauldron. That's where the torch was. I think. Or it was, yeah, I think that's where the Olympic torch was. I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that's where the Olympic torch was. I can't. The only thing that really stands out for me from the London Olympics is that the Aussies have obviously done quite good, but was it the opening ceremony? They had Royal Atkinson, and he was doing the fake piano with the Chariots of Fire. That was so funny. It's so classic. And all of a sudden he's running along the beach, and that guy that's always he's teasing the pee out of the guy with the 3 wheels. He was, so this does continue down through the Great Eastern Main Line. Pardon me. There's the bridge that goes over to Westfield. There's Westfield over there. It's funny how they made it look like they got the buildings in front of it now. They didn't have that in the other one. There's the, was that the Elizabeth Line train? Very good. All right. That is our first freight service on the Mildmay. Very nice, very nice. It was lots of fun. I really enjoyed that. Okay. All right, we're 2 hours down, just a little bit over 2 hours. So we're in our final hour, and we now shall do another Capital Star trip. Okay. This is going to be lots of fun. You're on midweek World of Trains. It is episode 211. It is our Mildmay special, our first live stream of the new route. And I've been looking forward to this thing for so damn long. So, yep, we are here. Yes, that was the Elizabeth Line train. And, yeah, Elizabeth Line does run through here. So, there you go. All right, London Overground, once again. Class 378. Hey, you know what? We should go and check the... we're not going to go and get one, but we're just going to go and double check anyway. The Praves Club. See if there's any... see if there's any liveries coming up. No. Newest. Suffragette Capital Star. Okay. You'll see that. Oh wow, they actually did do the one with the logo. See, there's the one with the logo I was telling you about. Cool. See, it always says I reached my limits, but when I go to the actual online version of it, it actually lets me download it. So that's what I'll have to do. Now I know it's there, I can actually do it. That's cool. That's the one I was talking about earlier, how it's got the overground and the logo. I'll tell you how many cars it is. So there it is. All right. That's good. And it's the TFL part /2 there too as well. No worries, Train Man. Didn't know that you were actually still there, but thanks for coming along. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Live next on Monday with Train Silverworld. Right, so we... well, that's good news. I can actually download those. I was wondering why they weren't actually included. I'm like, where's the one with the actual logo on the front? Anyway. That froze up all of a sudden. What are we going to do? Do 18 hours 45. We're going to go from Stratford this time around. And we'll do this one in March. Or we'll do it in March. Nice clear day again. Here we go. This might be a nighttime trip. Shit, it's March. I shouldn't have done that. I don't want to do another dark one. Yeah, no. That's another dark one. Not doing that. I should have said it in June. It would have been fine. I'll do a morning one. That's what I'll do. I'll just won't stuff around and just go in straight and just do one, say 9:46. Okay. That's why I normally do June, July. 17 degrees. Jesus, in summertime in the UK, you get your 30 plus days here and there, don't you? It's been a bit wet here in Sydney the last couple of days. Not too wet, but not as wet as it's supposed to be this weekend. It's supposed to be quite wet. But not as wet as it is up in Queensland. 2N73, here we go. Put the DRA on and shall I open up those doors? Take a pine handle on. All your settings are up here, by the way, folks. Oh, I had passengers this time again, and I'm going the other way this time. Oh, good. Because last time the one I did earlier today, it was a 6:48 a.m. I think it was a morning service. It was a just after 6 a.m. service, and there was no passengers on the train. See, like this. What the hell? There seemed to be on each end, and then that's it. And the doors are not even spawning on that. What the fuck? Okay, and now there's no passengers at all. Okay, so there seems to be a passenger issue going on. There was passengers there, now there's no passengers. There's clear issues. Or lots of rain. You never win, eh? Never win. That's why he's like coming to Australia, because you get a nice suntan and yeah. Don't worry, it is a. Prepare yourselves when you come here. Trust me, you're gonna need a lot of sunblock. Slip, slop, slap. I got really badly burned here this last summer. We've only just gone into our autumn now, and it's still quite warm. Don't worry, it's still summer weather, but yeah, I got really badly burned to the point where I had that hell itch, and I just couldn't stop scratching my back. I just really bad hell itch. But yeah, it was my own fault. I took my daughter to the swimming pools, and we're going to the pools that we normally do, and they were closed because it's indoors, the one I normally take it to, and it was closed because the chlorine levels were too low apparently. And I turned around and I said to him, I go, well, that's quite funny how you say that, because a couple of days, I was only here a few days ago, and the chlorine levels were actually through the roof to the point where my eyes were burning for hours. You know, and she apologized. I said, nah, don't worry, it's not your fault. I go, it's whoever's controlling the pools and everything that really needs to have a foot, you know, kicked up its butt, you know, and say, hey, you know, you need to. Yeah, and then I think the aftermaths are coming this way, and yeah, they're saying Saturday, Sunday, and I seen 45 millimeters one day, and then the other day was 30. I thought, oh, okay. But that's not obviously everywhere here in Sydney, but yeah, there's supposed to be a little bit of rain for the football game tomorrow night, so Broncos might be playing in a bit of wet weather. Anthony and that's going to the game tomorrow night, my lovely GF, and yeah, she's going, obviously Anthony's sister. She's so angry with me because she didn't watch, because I'm not going. I'm a Broncos fan, but I'm not going to the game, you know, like I'm just... like I was saying on Monday, I said after what happened, you know, last year with Vince McMahon with the racist thing that happened, I've sort of been wanting to grab a Roosters fan and just, so I'll just, if I go to the game and they rub me up the wrong foot, and especially how I'm being really edgy lately, I just wouldn't hesitate. So I thought I'll do the right thing and actually just stay calm and stay here, because I know if I was there and something happened, I won't hesitate. So yeah, the way I've been lately, it's probably better for me to stay home. Yeah, they're still not exactly. Well, this is the thing. It's a cyclone. You never can predict the exact location of where it actually comes in until it's actually happening. You know what I mean? So they've got rough estimates. It's going to be south of Brisbane at the moment, sort of around Gold Coast. Yeah, south of Brisbane. Redcliffe has even been talked about it being on firing line. So yeah, they're saying early hours. It's like I said, I got relatives up that way, and yeah, I got people that I know that live up that way. So hopefully everybody is all safe. And if you fall victim, don't worry. Stand up and stand tall. Stand up, stand tall. Just, you know. Remember, materials can, you know, sometimes be replaced, sometimes not. Doesn't matter. You got your life. That's it. That's all you worry about at the end of the day. You got your life. You got your health. Your family's still intact. You'll be right. There's always people to help you out there. So, yeah, they reckon around 30 years ago was the last time there was something like this happening. Like, I'm 42 years old, yeah? So that was very, very long time ago. I remember the Lismore floods about 3-4 years ago. And I remember the Ningam floods years and years ago, because my father was involved with the helping of rebuilding the town of Ningam after those floods. You know, the help of carpet and everything. So my father, as I explained to you guys, used to work for Fred's Freighters out here in Sydney, Weville Park here in Sydney, back in the days, and that's how my trucking blood comes from. You know. You know, growing up with, you know, being in the truck with my dad, and that used to work through. Fred used to have contracts with all different companies, you know, and one of the companies was the Victor Carpets, and the Victor Carpets was out of Auburn, and yeah, my father was heavily involved in the rebuild of Ningam with the floods, the aftermath of the floods up there with. Him and Jerry Harvey, you know, getting their heads together, and yeah, Jerry donated, yeah, all the carpet, as much carpet as possible and everything, and my father carted it all up there, and he was up there for over 2.5 weeks, you know. We were helping with the rebuild. The government wanted to, at the time, wanted to give my dad like a special medal, you know, for thanks and everything. My dad turned around at the government there and told them to stick it up their ass. I'm not here to win any rewards or anything. You know, my reward is to help others, not to, you know, be sucked up by the government. So yeah, that's just my dad. You know, my dad is just not somebody that does it for the fame or the fortune or anything like that. He's, yeah, for the passion. That's what I am about too. Yeah, when I do the trains and the trucks, it's all about the passion. Yeah. I get paid by Google by the ad breaks and everything, you know, little donations here and there whenever the hell I get those. That's a miracle when that happens. It doesn't happen too often, but it's always there. But I don't ram it down everybody's throat or anything, you know. I did, like I said, I do this for the passion. I do this for the you know, I could easily be a real prick and say, hey, you must pay for my mods for American Truck Simulator and that. Nah, I'm not like that. Not like that at all. I like to share my content with others that, you know, have the same passion, that want that realism in the sim, you know, have that realism and share the same passion as what I do, you know. There's a lot of modders out there these days on American Truck Simulator especially, they don't want to share their content, they just want to keep it, they're saying, oh, it's private, it's private, it's private. They don't want to share it. You know why? Because they're pussies, and it just proves that they're no real truck fans. They're just, you know, in it for themselves. If you have a real passion for trucks and that, you would share the same passion with others, would you? Yeah, exactly. Oh, don't worry. If I found a way to, if I had a way where I could share other stuff, yeah, I would. But like I do skins for American Truck Simulator. They're 100% free. I download all my stuff to modhub.us. The Godfather's Mods Company. I've been around since 2021. This YouTube channel celebrated its 7th birthday last Thursday, folks. We're now 7 years old. We're in our 8th year now. 8 years. In our 8th year. We celebrated 7 years last Thursday. This is Hackney Central. There's Elizabeth, Liverpool Street. There we go. Very good. I have to see if the ministry automatic ministry unlocker should be updated within the next week. I'll have to go. There's another website you can get that from. It's not at Train Sim Community. Unlocks the ministry. Not sure what the ministry is on this one. Would have been nice to see if the ministry on this particular route would be that the Olympic cauldron actually does light up with the old Olympic flame. That would be really cool if it was that. So the Mildmay line, the name of the Mildmay comes from special, I think it's a children's hospital around the North London, this particular part of the North London route. And yeah, that I know each name of the routes when they were renamed by TfL here over the last year, bit more than that now. They all had a purpose. And like the suffragette line was for the suffragettes that, you know, for women's rights to vote. So that was, they had a group, the suffragettes, and they were women, they were very inspirational women, actually, you know, to help get women's rights to vote. So, yeah, very, powerful message and powerful name for that particular, for the Goblin line, you know, the suffragette line. So I know this one recently. I found out it was got to do with a hospital charity and stuff. So yeah, it's another strong name. The Mildmay, North London line originally. Very similar to the Class 377, this one, the Capital Star, the 378, and yeah, we're still waiting for the ETO 165 sound mod, so hopefully sooner than later for that one, and obviously there'll be, yeah, the first version, and obviously, you know what happens usually when ETO normally does, sound mods, we get new versions of the of that, and usually sometimes in the first few updates, he's still playing around with, getting the sounds correct and whatnot, sound horns, whatnot. Some people like the loud ones, some people like the soft ones. Obviously, there's a lot of people out there that know the actual sounds of the Capital Star, and they say, oh, you need little tweaks here and there, so it plays around with it, whatnot, so. But yeah, ITZY 165 is very, you know, very dedicated to sound mods for Train Sim World for UK content, especially 377, 375, 37. The Gatwick Express. It's all put into one now these days. It used to be separate, but it's an Electro Star pack these days. And yeah, I was thinking, would the Capital Star be added to that bundle, or will it be separate? That's still the question. But yeah, he goes out and gets all the sound recordings, and now goes back to studio. Obviously, gets them into the edit, and yeah.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Mind the gap.
Well, it would be very easily to don't even bother minding the gap, because there's not even passengers bothering to even get on and off the train, or even fucking be on the train. So, yeah, there's no passengers. No passengers on the trains, on the platforms, on and off the trains. It's just hopeless. Route and everything's quite good, but size for the only blurry textures that I really can say that are a real pain in the ass. There was a cat on the platform, and you could clearly see the cat was blurry. Stand up, stand tall, shoulder to shoulder, hand to hand. Yep, yep, you know the one, Chris. That's right. Stand up for your brother. You know, that's it. Stand up for your fellow man. Yep, you betcha. There's the Windrush route, line. It's the start of the Windrush line there. It would have been really good to have seen the whole length of this route added. I still am disappointed the whole thing's not there. For me, I would have loved to have seen the whole damn thing, especially Clapham Junction, yeah. To link up to the Portsmouth direct and the Brighton main line. Obviously, Portsmouth's not in Train Sim World at the moment. I was going to say currently, because you never know, it could happen. It's still one I'd love to see added, actually. The 444 would be so good on Train Sim World. How good would the 444 be? Would you like to see the 444 in Train Sim World? You know, that would be so damn awesome. Performance for me is not too bad. I'm using DX12 and custom engine though. So I'm currently at 65 frames per second. And not bad for actually live streaming the game also on the same device. Around Stratford before, I got down to around 20. When I had a thunderstorm though, that's when it went into the red. So I find if you use the clouds, if you got clouds in the sky or rain or anything, that's when the performance drops. But if you play on a clear sky, you should have no problems. But if you are on Xbox and that, then yeah, you will suffer. The consoles don't have the power like the PC to do. But that being said, I am on DX12 and I got custom settings in the engine, and these are been the best ones I've used. See, I don't call this a passenger route when you don't have it frickin' bloody, you know, no passengers on the damn train. Oh, hang on. We have some sprawling now. Oh, there we go. Look at that. See, we have some down here. But, yeah, we have passengers. We don't have any passengers anywhere else. We don't have passengers in the platforms. We only got these diagram bullshit things. You know, hello, my phone. Yeah, standing here. Yeah. Doesn't matter if I got custom engine or not. I've tried it on and off today. I've been playing around with it, trying to see if it'll fix it. Nah. Others are saying the same thing on the forum. You know, no passengers and all this crap, and they're playing the game standard. So, and they're saying also on PlayStation 5 there's no passengers. So it's not just me. It's got nothing to do with DX12 and custom engine. It's typical, like Chris said before, typical Dovetail fashion. You know, passengers have always been a problem. The passenger behaviour has always been a problem. Yeah, pretty much ever since they started doing rush hour passengers, passenger behaviour's been a problem. But also passenger behaviour's been a problem ever since the jetpack issue started, and that was at the launch of Train Sim World 2. So I can say from Train Sim World 2 era on, passengers have always been an issue, always been a problem, never been fixed, never, you know, found the magic bullet to finally be safe to say, oh, we've got no worries on passenger behaviour. Yeah, there's a little bit of a freeze back there, but that's more so got to do with the amount of detail that's going on around that particular area. So I find the more tracks there, train tracks, and more detailed areas there is, the more the frame rate will dip, and that's also got to do with the more stuff that has to be loaded into the sim. Yeah, the 444 would be really, really good. Really good. Cardiff City and the Dutch routes are expected to be the next two routes. I am really looking forward to the S-Bahn Frankfurt. And the return of the 420. Finally, after 3.5 years on the roadmap, didn't even get the light of day. It's finally back on the roadmap. Let's see how long it takes this time. It's still apparently planned for Munich-Augsburg too, and apparently Munich-Augsburg the memory's supposed to be shot on that route. So, like I was saying earlier, I reckon we could actually get a remaster of that route in the fashion of the Long Island Railroad did, where it'll be rebuilt again, but and have to pay for it again and whatnot. But yeah, would be interesting to see what happens there actually. Because it also, you know, having Todd 4 and everything, it wouldn't make sense to have it on the original Munich-Augsburg. I really think that we're going to get an update to that route. If it's not a complete rebuild and remastered and the standard and whatnot, but maybe it'll get its Todd 4 and, you know, its upgrade and, you know, it'll fix its memory and all that and, you know, new timetable, whatnot. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. I know it's not on the roadmap currently for that, but, yeah, watch that space. Finally. Yeah, that'll be for the Portsmouth route, Chris. So they'll go down via Wimbledon and down to the harbour there. And it actually, at the end of that, you can actually get a boat that goes over to the Isle of Wight. So there's a bit of a connection there from for Train Sim World. So there'll be a route hopper on that too. That'll for the Isle of Wight. And there'll be route hoppers also for Brighton Main Line. I could say other London stuff around there too. You know, there'll be route hoppers for the other, you know, West Coast and. But down at Portsmouth, like Harbour, it'll be a route hopper for the Isle of Wight. All right. Kentish Town West. Well, we did see a few issues down there, folks, but the average player, like I said, wouldn't see that. That's where we started our freight service. It's just down there when you start the freight service, is the one I did earlier. There's a double-decker London bus there. How cool is it to see those, eh? They're really, really cool. There you go. This is a Richmond service, so obviously we don't go to Richmond, but got a few stops to go still. Gospel Oak is the next stop. Change at Gospel Oak for connecting services to the Suffragette line. Which is the Goblin line. So Suffragette line is the green line, and the blue line is Mildmay. Capital Star coming down. William Train Madboy, welcome, hello. Yeah, so size of passengers, a few little lagging issues here and there, you know, like they said around Goblin. You know, it seems to be the norm on the Train Sim 5 era, you know, we seem to get the routes and then they'll optimize the performance later on and they'll fix the bugs later on and, you know, like I said, we've got no passengers. We need fucking passengers. So, all these things will be, you know, come later on. You know, there's some services that are spawning on foot. They're not actually spawning the service. You know, you're spawning it on the foot. So, yeah, once again, services, you know, there's issues with services. So, it just proves, you know, it doesn't matter if it's a third party, non-party, Dovetail, doesn't matter who it is doing it. Anybody but, yeah, Train Sim Germany and like, all right, Train Sim Germany released their route. You know, it's got problems. You know, it's got issues, but they're not outstanding like these other ones. A 5Y55. That, what is it, a daytime service, a nighttime service? This is our final trip anyway. We're on our final trip now. We're almost 3 hours into the stream. We've got around 15 minutes to go. So we might do some little activities before we do head off. Don't forget on Monday, folks, we will be heading to the Mildmay barn. We're going to be checking out the brand new 2025 modded timetable. So it is a updated recent timetable. It's a current timetable actually for that particular German-Austrian route. We're looking forward to it. We're going to be taking a railjet. So the railjet on Monday. Looking forward to that. I'll post that on the YouTube channel prior to me heading off for the weekend. Don't forget, earlier today we had the introduction tutorials premiere on the channel for both the route introduction and the Class 378 introduction. So both the introductions for this new route are up on the channel. And we don't forget, tomorrow at the same time we started today at 1900 hours Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time, 7 PM, that is 8 AM UK time, we'll be premiering our first uploaded video of a trip on here. We're doing the same, pretty much the same as we're doing here right now. We started at Stratford, heading to where the train ends on this, even though it doesn't end at its actual destination. I'm still spewing it didn't go to Richmond, and I'm still spewing it didn't go to like the Clapham Junction. Like, seriously, I don't understand why they could have just added that little bit more and just did, like, surely they would have known the backlash. Like, come on, how many times did these pricks need to learn? All right, if you're a solo developer, yeah, and you want to sell your route to Dovetail, okay. You think you don't want to do the whole thing? You want to do the whole thing, don't you? You don't want to half-ass it. If it was me and they came to me and said, "Oh no, we want to cut it," I'll turn around and say, "No. Okay, it's got to be done. It's got to be done right." You know, and I'm not going to release it until it's done right either. And I'm going to make sure that all the services are all checked, double checked, triple checked, no problems whatsoever. I'm going to do an SES software. I'm going to make sure everything's correct before I release it. And that's why I said to you guys, I had plans to release the Kenworth truck skins pack last week, at the end of last week, and I counted the issue, and I didn't release it because if I released it, I would have had the issue, and yeah, it would have made me look like a bad modder, and I'm not like that. So I've gone back to the drawing board, and like I said, I've had to now take everything out of the pack and split everything into 3 separate packs because Yeah, the pack got just so too big. I've had to do it like this now. And it makes it easier for others as well. Like, you may not want all the skins that are in the pack originally. So... all the updated ones are in the new ones anyway. The T sets and the K sets. The T set pack will be. It's done. It's ready to go. So it will be released later today at modhub.us. West Hampstead next. There's a ghost train. Yep, a ghost train. Yeah, this is what really pisses me off. Like, you build it, you release a passenger route, yeah? This is a passenger route. All right, it's got freight going through it and everything, fair enough. But this is a passenger route, so North London, yeah? You've been building this route as a solo person. The most important thing you do, if you're going to do a passenger route, is you make sure they got passengers. You know, like... I don't even know how this got ticked off with no passengers. How the fuck did this pass green light with no passengers? Oh, little diagrams on the platforms think you're going to get away with it. No. You wonder why I suffer with stress and anxiety, and you know, just got white hair, and I had to dye my hair because of that. It's just, yeah, things like this is what just pisses me off. It's at the end of the day, it's called laziness. I'm all about, see, this is what I'm always been about. I've always been about passion for what I am passionate about. And I'm all about perfection. You know, if it's not perfection, then I gotta not release it until it's perfection. And that's what I do with my skin mods for American Truck Simulator. You know, even when I'm doing previews and if I see things that are a little bit off, you know, I got to go and edit it and I got to fix it up, you know. There's been times on some of my previews, especially with the AI traffic, and I see the skin looks, it's off. You know, it's in the wrong direction or it's not looking right. I'm like, oh, I didn't see that one. I have to go back and I'll correct that. And I do. I always correct it. I don't... That's why I preview them. I always do a preview with it. You know, and I'm always, you know, in, you know, what Dovetail call, what? Tail of the tape, you know, looking at stuff, which is bullshit. I still think the beta team is accountable. Massively accountable for, you know, they're supposed to be there to help identify issues and all that. Like, seriously, if they were really there identifying issues and everything, they wouldn't be released with the issues, would they? They would make sure that you know, all the services would work fine. There'll be no, you know, spawning on foots with them. There'll be no issues whatsoever. They'll have less problems. They're not doing their job. The beta team should be fired. They should be gone. You know, that's it. Get rid of them. Because they're not doing their job. You need people to work for the company that are actually going to do their job. You got to release, like this is why I've been calling for bundles for so long, you know, instead of these monthly release bullshit of each release, you know, every month, you know, it's got to stop. Like, enough's enough. Way too long, you know, but it's too little too late. It's never going to happen. As much as I can talk about it. It's good talking about it, but you got to put it into practice. And this is a message to Dovetail. Seriously, you got to start doing your job better. If if Executive Vice President, like whatever he is, Matt Penniston, like seriously, his head should be on the line. Somebody needs to take over. Like, enough's enough. We need somebody in there that's actually going to start turning this shit around. It's just proving, like, Sam knew long time ago, and this is one of the reasons why Colonel doesn't work for him anymore, is because he knew the problems there and then, even with Train 712, that they're going to encounter problems with memory eventually down the track. And it all started when the limited memory thing started happening for PlayStation. So that was the start. That was the start. And it's funny how the brutally honest ones are no longer there. And that's why JD's no longer on the roadmap now, because he used to obviously leak stuff, but he also used to be brutally honest. So... And they're the types of people I like. I like brutally honest people, because I'm a brutally honest person and I don't hold back on anything I see on here. You know, like, yeah, I'm not. This is why I'm never going to be a Dovetail ambassador, or I'm not going to work for Dovetail, because I'm somebody that can't lie. I do not lie. I'm just born like that. I'm bred like that. I'm not a person that speaks bullshit. You know. What you see is what you get, and what you see has to be talked about. If you see problems, then you're not gonna say, "Hey, I'm gonna sweep that under the rug. You didn't see that. Nothing sus." No. Sorry. I know people might not like that. Hey, that's that problem. Alright, fair enough. Everyone's entitled to opinion, but this is why I'm entitled to my opinion, saying, hey, this has gone on way too long. We're paying top dollar for their product. You know, we're not like, you know, others that come along on streams and say, I like to thank Dovetail for giving me a key and all this blah. Wah. No, little suckhole. Nah, sorry. I'm gonna be late. It doesn't matter. There we go. Don't know why that's off. Wilsden Junction, next stop, final stop on the way. So we should expect an enhancement pack for this route some point down the track. So we're obviously going to get the enhancement pack. The Ballast route mod, that will need to be updated for this one. I noticed recently other UK routes have been getting that. Birmingham Cross City's now finally got that, so we got that recently. Speaking of Birmingham Cross City, the enhancement pack recently got updated, so I did download that again too. We got obviously Class 378 Capital Star sound mod by ETL165 still to come. It's not a guarantee that he is going to do one, but that would be the fellow that would do a sound mod. So I probably lean to more expecting it to happen. So it's not a guarantee he's going to be doing one, but I just think, like, obviously he's done the others, and surely he's going to do this too. We haven't gone down on the other that way yet, which is quite surprising. And here we are at the Lioness route, Bakerloo line and West Coast Main line. Underneath down there. Oh, that was a Palomino. First time I've seen a Palomino for this route. So there you go. Very nicely done. Another platinum medal there in the end. Ah, damn it. I did that again. Ah. I tried to get off there last time and it wouldn't let me do it. And it's done it again. Ah. Right. Well, that's all we got time for. Almost 3 hours. We're going to do a couple stations before we do go off, though. So we're going to go and do some on-foot action. We started at Stratford. Now let's go to Wilston Junction. We'll keep that at Diametic Weber. Clear. We'll go to July. I was going to sprawl on foot there, so we're going to do that right now. Plenty of ghost trains in Train Sim World, don't worry about it. It's not the first one. Oh, we have passengers now all of a sudden. Oh, hang on, they're all gone. Nothing unusual. Definitely a passenger issue going on, so... What the fuck? Okay, and there seems to be an issue there too. Right. Shall be able to go through here. Yep. By the way, this is the updated route map. So this is the current updated one. So you got the Weaver line, which is Liverpool Street, up Brendan Green, Canberra Chief, London Fields, Hickety Downs, and then you got Clapton there, so it's James. It goes all the way up to Chingford, and you got Elfield and Elfield Town and Chesthurt for that one. You got the Lioness route, obviously we already got that. Euston up to Walford Junction. That was a Palomino. It's your 165 sound modded. Sounds like another one going through there as well. Oh, you can go down here. Oh, there's one. Oh, you can go down here. That's really cool. What the? Okay. Yeah, there's clearly a spawning issue going on. So there you go. You got Lioness line and Bakerloo line. So updated billboards on here too, which is really cool. And there's some collectibles down here on the Bakerloo Lioness side of it too, which is really good. Because, yeah, some trains can, from the Mildmay, can come down to here. But you convert the train over from AC to DC, or vice versa. It's also ETU 165 sound modded. Oh, there we go, route map, very good. Not sure if there's one on the other side, I'll have to double check that. I'll go back on there very shortly. I come from a land down under, where the women are blonde and the men have big balls. Yeah. All right, so there we go. A little bit of action there on that particular one. And that will include a live stream today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Full replay will be provided of today's midweek World of Trains episode 211. We'll be back next Wednesday, subject to change, obviously. But we shall be back, most likely, 99% we'll be back next Wednesday. The only thing that can stop us is a family issue, if I'm sick, or I've got no internet, or there's a thunderstorm. So they're the only things that do stop us. But episode 212 is expecting to be on next week. I think it's the 12th next Wednesday. So yeah, 12th of March with episode 212. Actually quite good, actually, to episode 212 on the 12th. So yeah, midweek World of Trains. Our schedule next week is for free live streams on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So next Monday, All Aboard Live, episode 122, Train Sim World 5, 2 hours of action. And Tuesday, Choo Choo Tuesdays, with Train Simulator Classic 2024. There is a 2025 coming later this year. If you might have seen the finish thing, it said something about Train Sim World, Train Sim Classic content coming. That'll be the 25 update, I'm telling you. And then we have midweek World of Trains next Wednesday. So all live streams next week will be starting at 8 p.m. on next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Sydney, Canberra, Melbourne, Hobart, Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time, 7 p.m. Queensland, 7:30 p.m. in South Australia, 6:30 p.m. in Northern Territory, and 5 p.m. Western Australia. International viewers, 10 p.m. in the UK. It will be 9 a.m. Central Europe in 10 a.m., 10 p.m. New Zealand. There you go. And 4 a.m. Eastern States, United States, 1 a.m. West Coast, USA. Full replays will be provided just like today's live stream. Links will be on the screen for the 3 previous weeks of Midweek World of Trains and the dedicated past live streams playlist. We have a past live streams playlist, uploaded videos playlist, and a introduction tutorials playlist. Don't forget the 2 introduction tutorials for the new Mildmay line are now on our YouTube channel, the 378 Capital Star and the route introduction. And don't forget, tomorrow there's an uploaded video premiere of the brand new London Overground Train Sim World 5 route. We'll see you next week for live streaming action. Don't forget, over the weekend we'll have new American Truck Simulator uploaded videos. That'll premiere first at 1080p, ultra wide, 4K ultra wide after premiere for the American Truck Simulator content. Also, we have a brand new Microsoft Flight Simulator, our first look at the inner builds free A350. And we start from Dubai and head to Abu Dhabi on that one, and it is with the Emirates A350. We do have a Qantas one now as well, and I will be doing some uploaded video of that very soon as well. And we have more Train Sim World content over the weekend, so look out for it. Train Sim World, American Truck Simulator, and Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 over the weekend. We'll see. And don't forget, more Truck Spotting daily shorts and more Truck Spotting full-length videos coming your way over the next week. We'll see you next week for more train action here at Australia's home of Train Sim World, Australia. Worldwide entertainment, your entertainment destination down under. Thanks for watching.